Now, against the backdrop of escalating global conflicts and tensions, External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar engaged in a crucial meeting with his Russian counterpart Sergey Lavrov in Moscow. Both spoke of the commitment of their respective countries to the other, reiterating the very strong and very steady relationship between the two. S Jaishankar said the focus remained on global south, multipolarity and market access, while Lavrov said Russia will back India's bid for a permanent seat in the United Nations and praised Make in India.
And I think today what clearly came out was that India-Russia relations remain very steady, remain very strong. They are based on our strategic convergence, on our geopolitical interests, and because they are mutually beneficial. We spent a lot of time discussing political cooperation with regard to various international issues, including international organizations, BRICS. We appreciated the fact that our trade is at an all-time high. We have crossed $50 billion turnover last year. We expect to exceed that this year. And what is important is that this trade is more balanced, it is sustainable, and it provides for fair market access. I think that was very much part of my discussions yesterday and a little bit today with Minister Lavrov as well.
And on Tuesday, S Jaishankar met Deputy Prime Minister Lavrov, focusing on bilateral economic cooperation. This session culminated in the signing of key agreements related to the construction of future power generating units at the Kudankulam nuclear power plant in Tamil Nadu. Now, I'm being joined by my colleague Rishabh at this point. Rishabh, what would be the key takeaways at a time when, there's so much happening internationally? Russia is also being seen as an aggressor, but Russia and India have extremely close, definite ties.
Definitely. We value Russia was the statement that was made by External Affairs Minister S Jaishankar while he was meeting his counterpart Sergey Lavrov, the Russian foreign minister. Apart from that, what's the key takeaway from External Affairs Minister's visit to Russia? It's still ongoing, and what we have been given to understand that External Affairs Minister would be meeting Vladimir Putin, the Russian president, as well later in the day. The time has not yet been fixed for the meeting, but that is happening later this evening, or for that matter, late this night when it will be evening in Russia. Apart from that, what's the key takeaway? First thing first, Russia has very clearly stated that Russia supports India's bid to the permanent seat in UNSC. So which means that apart from China, there hasn't been any hurdle now. France, US, Russia, UK, all the four permanent members of UNSC are now okay with India being part of UNSC with a permanent membership. China has yet not cleared its stand whether it will allow that or not. If that happens, India's road to permanent membership of UNSC is clear. Apart from that, the Indian Ocean and Red Sea is something that needs to be discussed. Indo-Pacific and Red Sea. We have seen not less than at least 10 attacks on commercial ships in Red Sea and one in Arabian Sea as well in last 2 weeks, and that is something that is creating a trouble for the supply chain, especially in the Southeast Asia. That is something that is being discussed between India and Russia. And remember, when we are talking about Russia, Russia's closeness with Iran can help dilute the situation right now. The Houthi rebels in Yemen are attacking these consignments, these commercial ships, and they are backed by Iran. So using Russia,
right,
India can play an important role there and dilute this whole tense situation in Red Sea. Apart from that, India-Russia bilateral relationship has been very, very important, and in last 1 year, as External Affairs Minister himself was saying, that they have met for 7 times, which means that the discussions on various issues have happened. So key takeaways will be the bilateral between India and Russia as well.